Have a good day, everyone. My name is Siti Aisyah binti Albigani, and my matrix number is BEHP 2404623. Today, as part of my English of Academic Writing course, ENG 6143, under the guidance of Mr. Panchanadan, I will be presenting on a highly relevant and critical topic: the imperative for influencer regulation targeting younger audiences. Our discussion will address the developmental vulnerabilities of young people, the harmful impacts of unregulated marketing, and the current gaps in regulatory oversight. Let's begin by setting the stage. In today's digital landscape, social media figures or influencers wield immense power. They shape trends, influence opinions, and significantly impact consumer behavior, especially among our younger generations. However, there's growing concern. This burgeoning industry often operates with insufficient oversight, creating a significant gap in consumer protection for its most impressionable viewers. My co-argument today, our thesis statement is that influencers should be regulated for promoting products to younger audiences. This is crucial due to their unique developmental vulnerabilities, the potential for significant psychological and financial harm, and the inadequacy of current self-regulatory measures. Throughout this presentation, we will delve to three key points. First, the unique vulnerability of younger audiences. Second, the harmful impacts of unregulated influencer marketing. And finally, the limitation of current regulations and the urgent need to stricter oversight. Our first main point highlights the unique vulnerability of younger audiences. A critical aspect here is children's limited ability to distinguish between entertainment or organic content and paid advertisements. Research consistently shows that children under 12 have limited advertising literacy skills. They struggle to critically reflect on embedded advertising and often fail to recognize it as commercial content. This has been documented by studies from Frontiers in Psychology in 2019 and LSE Research Online in 2021. To illustrate this, imagine a popular teen influencer posting a video showcasing a new, highly concentrated skincare product, claiming it's a secret to perfect skin. The video is engaging and visually appealing. While the product might have been provided by the brand as part of a campaign, this crucial information is often only mentioned in a tiny, fleeting hashtag buried deep in the caption, or sometimes not at all. A 10 years old viewer, highly impressed and trusting of this influencer, might then pressure the parents to buy this expensive product, which could even contain ingredients unsuitable for their young skin. This example clearly demonstrated that cognitive immaturity makes young audience highly susceptible to manipulation and commercial persuasion because they simply cannot recognize its true intent. Moving on our second point, the unregulated nature of influencer marketing can have significant harmful psychological and financial impacts. A major concern is the relentless promotion of unattainable beauty standards, lavish lifestyles, and perfect appearances. This constant exposure often leads to serious consequences such as body dissatisfaction, low self-esteem, and anxiety among young people. Evidence supports this. A University of Portsmouth study from 2025 highlights how influencers reinforce these unrealistic beauty standards, directly contributing to body dissatisfaction and loss of esteem. Furthermore, a Daniel study also from 2025 found a striking 67% of surveyed teens felt insecure after viewing influencer content. Consider Sarah, a young girl who constantly compares her natural self to this idealized or influenced image. She experiences body dissatisfaction and feels insecure. Her attempts to fix her appearance through various products and makeup clearly indicate a decline of her self-esteem. Driven by this constant comparison to digitally perfect ideals, this can tragically lead to a cycle of dissatisfaction and potentially unhealthy behaviors in pursuit of an impossible standard. These profound psychological impacts can lead to long-term mental health issues, distorted self-perception, and an unhealthy focus on external validation and material wealth. Beyond the psychological, there's also significant financial pressure from the must-have items constantly promoted. Our final key point addresses the critical limitation of current self-regulatory measures and the urgent need for stricter oversight. Existing frameworks are simply insufficient, particularly when it comes to prohibiting the promotion of age-restricted products to minors and setting clear guidelines for content that could be harmful or inappropriate to young audiences. Fashion Factory in 2024 highlight the crucial need to influencers to exercise extreme caution when promoting products unsuitable for minors, such as alcohol or tobacco. Let's look at an example. Imagine Jack, a popular lifestyle influencer with a substantial following that includes many viewers under the legal drinking age, perhaps 16 or 17 years old, who are drawn to his aspirational content. In a recent video, Jack is casually seen at a beach party holding a bottle of a new flavored alcoholic beverage. He takes a sip, smiles, and says, "This is new, tastes amazing, perfect for summer vibes." The brand logo is clearly visible and the product is seamlessly integrated to these desirable adult lifestyles. Crucial, crucially, there's no age gap on the video and no prominent disclaimer about the product being for adults only. This illustrates why specific, multifaceted regulations are essential. They They will provide the necessary legal and ethical framework to address these identified harms and create a safer, more transparent online environment for younger audiences. The global nature of the internet further complicates matter, as influencers and their audiences span multiple jurisdictions, making consistent enforcement of nation regulations incredibly difficult. In conclusion, I want to reiterate the regulating influences promoting to younger audiences is not just advisable but absolutely essential. This necessity is driven by three undeniable factors: the inherent vulnerability of youth, the well-documented harm of unregulated marketing, and the clear limitations of our current oversight. Ultimately, it is the collective responsibility of governments, social media platforms, brands, and influencers themselves to prioritize the welfare of younger generation in this digital age. Only through only through proactive and stringent oversight can we ensure that the digital spaces for our children inhabit are safe, equitable, and truly conducive to their health development rather than becoming exploitative commercial battlegrounds. Thank you.